Hi! In the previous two episodes of our journey across Vietnam, we traveled from Hanoi to Da Nang, and then continued south to Quy Nhon, largely following the coastline. In this episode, we leave the sea behind and turn inland towards the Central Highlands, a region shaped by vast coffee plantations, indigenous communities, and, quite unexpectedly, ancient volcanoes. Join us as we explore one of Vietnam's most interesting, yet least visited regions, the Central Highlands. We're in Quy Nhon now.
Quy Nhon.
We're gonna climb a hill where there should be a monument of some sort and hopefully a view over the beautiful city of Quy Nhon.
Can you say Quy Nhon?
Quy Nhon.
That's right.
Let's go. Before continuing our journey from Quy Nhon, we took one last opportunity to explore the mountainous surroundings of the city. Among several hiking trails, we opted for Mount Xuân Vân. It was a path lined with eucalyptus trees and a climb of roughly 2,000 steps. It's always nice to climb.
If it's like this all the way up, then it's not a difficult climb.
You know what is interesting? These trees are eucalyptus.
Gum tree.
Eucalyptus trees. It smells good. And they're all young trees. They've been planted here. Because they're probably not native here. Ooh, a nice little staircase here. Well, I think it's gonna be quite a long
Hike.
Can you imagine building all of this? The stairs.
Yeah,
That's quite a work.
a lot of work. Well, I did not expect the hike to be like this. I thought it would be like 5-10 minutes. And then it's over.
Yes, me too.
Why did we not take water?
Should have read the reviews.
Yeah.
I guess we can check from the GPS. If you're curious, how far are we?
Yeah. I think there's probably very little signal here though. That's the problem. Because even at the parking lot, it was not showing 4G or even
Check what is happening here.
3G.
Maybe there's already a viewpoint.
Okay, let's go and see.
Okay. Too many
No.
trees, can't
Yes.
see much. So we have to keep going.
Let's go.
Are we getting there?
I hope so, I hope so, I hope so.
Okay, I think we have to go all the way up there. Indeed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Let's see the view also.
It's so nice here. The wind is so lovely. The climb is actually not that terrible either. But this city is so beautiful, yeah?
A bit foggy, but otherwise it's beautiful. A beautiful sunrise or sunset would be just amazing here. After a healthy hike, it was finally time to leave the sea behind and venture inland towards Vietnam's Central Highlands, a region that was completely different from anything we'd seen so far. Along the way, we crossed the Mang Giang Pass, a historic site of one of the final battles between French colonial forces and the Vietnamese independence movement. Vietnam's colonial era, from the 1850s to 1954, left a lasting mark, shaping architecture, introducing Christianity, and influencing cuisine through staples like banh mi, pate, and coffee. Yet, it also came at a heavy cost, marked by exploitation, forced labor, and the erosion of traditional ways of life. After crossing the pass, the air became drier and noticeably fresher. The scenery shifted as well, with harvest-ready sugarcane suddenly dominating the landscape.
It looks so fun. Like giant grass. Okay.
It's interesting. And tastes amazing as we saw earlier, yeah?
Okay. Should we shoot the drone up?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Rubber trees. That's where natural rubber comes from. A few kilometers from the vast sugarcane fields, we stopped to enjoy the highland breeze among rows of rubber trees. A popular crop which was introduced to Vietnam in late 1800s by the French, and one that later became a major source of exploitation and suffering for the local population. Hello, hello. So we're still in the central highlands area of Vietnam, and I just wanted to show you how rubber trees look like. How fascinating is that? Every now and then the workers here will make a cut, they will wound the tree, and then this sap or resin, or however you call it, will then drip into this little vessel. And how beautiful are these rows of rubber trees. Amazing. As the road climbed higher, the climate became favorable for coffee cultivation, and the hills soon stretched out in rolling fields of coffee plants as far as the eye could see. If you visit the Central Highlands around February or March, as we did, you can witness the coffee blossom season, when the hills are blanketed in white flowers and the air is filled with a sweet floral fragrance, reminiscent of jasmine. We're at the Central Highlands of Vietnam, which is most known for its coffee. Over 95% of Vietnam's coffee comes from Central Highlands. And right now is coffee blossom season, so it smells extremely nice all over the place. And fun fact, Vietnam is the second biggest producer of coffee in the world, although it is mainly growing Robusta beans, not Arabica. If we can find a nice coffee plantation, we can have a quick stop, yeah? Excited by this scenery, we decided to explore one of the many coffee farms a little closer, without plans and without bookings.
Chú ơi, cho con hỏi là con muốn đi ra sau vườn này, con chụp ảnh cái cây cà phê được không ạ? À, đi vào được ạ. Dạ con cảm ơn chú ạ. Yeah. He doesn't care. Oh, it smells so amazing. The big jackfruit on the ground. Exactly. It's only. We just leave the bike here and then walk. He's just shaving his beard and he doesn't care about us, which is exactly what we wanted.
Amazing.
So these are coffee plants, and right now they're blossoming. They smell so good.
This is amazing.
It smells very similar to jasmine, isn't it? But it's more fragrant.
And the flowers are far more prominent and beautiful.
Yeah, much bigger.
Beautiful indeed. Again, straight to the source. We were welcomed by a humble farmer who, much to our surprise, showed us around his property and explained all the details of his business.
Vườn này là rộng khoảng bao nhiêu hecta hả chú?
3,5 3,4 ấy.
Hay là cả cái mảnh vườn này, cái mảnh khoảnh đất này của chú là rộng nhỉ? Rộng mênh mông, thanh thang.
Thì tao mua lần cho tao làm cà phê rồi tao bán cà phê tao mua lần luôn lần.
Vâng.
Mua cho ruộng đấy là mua của dân tộc Wana.
À dạ.
Thằng kia nó làm gì vậy?
Chụp ảnh chú ạ. Nghiện chụp ảnh. Cứ cây cối là thích. Mà thích uống cà phê, thế đâm ra là nhìn cái cây cà phê là thấy thích.
Nhà tao là cà phê tao là không bơm thuốc sâu.
Dạ.
bông không bông thuốc có. Bây giờ là ai uống cũng nghiện hết á.
Thì là một mùa là chú thu hoạch được bao nhiêu ký ạ?
Cái ngày xưa thì tao thu một lần đó là 10 đến 12 tấn nhưng này.
10-12 tấn.
Cho nên tao mới bán đi nó cũng rẻ tiền nhưng mà lấy tiền nhưng mà nó có lời một năm ấy.
Dạ.
Là ta trừ công chi phí ra hết tất cả rồi thì năm 300, năm 200, năm 250 vậy đại khái như thế, cứ năm nào nó cũng dư như thế.
Dạ.
So is he a daily coffee drinker, right, himself?
Tao sáng nào cứ 4 giờ tao dậy tao pha cà phê thôi. Bây giờ tại nhà phê tao có sẵn cái vô đây tao pha cho uống.
He was inviting us to go in and drink coffee with him. He will make coffee for you.
So nice.
Dạ, con chào mọi người ạ. Anh bảo là thấy mùi cà phê thơm quá, thế là dễ vào đây hỏi xem là con vào chụp cái vườn cà phê này có được không?
Trả tiền ra sao được không?
She was saying we need to pay for taking photos of the coffee.
Lấy cà phê đấy.
Đây cà phê của tao đây, ở đây chút rồi tao phun nước nó sâu rồi tao pha.
This is the coffee.
Heavily roasted. Cà phê chưa rang.
Coffee before roasting. Very beautiful. Let's take a photo. Oh, he's gonna make us coffee now. Making traditional Vietnamese coffee is a process in itself. Known as Phin coffee, it begins with a few spoonfuls of ground coffee, which is placed into the Vietnamese-style metal filter. Hot water is added, and then comes the waiting, as the coffee slowly drips through, one drop at a time. A few minutes later, you're left with a long black, often sweetened with sugar or condensed milk to soften its bitter intensity. And although long black isn't usually our drink of choice, this turned out to be one of the best coffee experiences we've ever had. Speaking of Vietnamese coffee, most beans grown here are the less favored Robusta variety, known for its bitter flavor and nearly twice the caffeine of Arabica. For that reason, a cup made purely from Robusta is an experience of its own, and one you'll almost certainly encounter in Vietnam. You can say we're very excited because you never see this in real life, you know.
Vâng. Bọn con là nhìn cái cây cà phê là thấy thích, tại vì là ở thành phố thì cứ hay uống cà phê ấy, nhưng mà có bao giờ nhìn thấy cái cây cà phê nó ra như làm sao đâu.
You can tell him next season they can hire us too.
Bạn đang bảo là mùa cà phê sau mà chú cần người thu hoạch thì chú thuê bạn ấy. Để bạn thu hoạch cho chú.
Lại 2 cái khối bát nữa anh.
I will work for half the price, you know.
Đó bảo là trả nửa tiền thôi cũng được, học việc.
Cậu cứ sáng ngày uống cà phê rồi đi làm.
She said you can just drink coffee for your salary.
The farmer also explained that his beans are quality checked each year by a team from New Zealand, part of a global brand. He proudly showed us his uniform bearing the group's logo and spoke about the standards behind his work. What is amazing how we just turned in here and now we're, getting a whole introduction to the industry and eating food and getting coffee. It's amazing. Yeah. It was a privilege to learn about coffee, see how it grows, and understand how much effort goes into each cup. Not many people know that beyond coffee, Vietnam's Central Highlands are also home to ancient volcanoes. To explore one of them, we traveled a short distance closer to the city of Pleiku to climb Chư Tang Ya, an extinct volcano surrounded by farmland. In photographs, it often appears majestic, blanketed in vibrant green rice fields. But by late February, the harvest had already passed, leaving behind dry golden straw. Even so, the landscape remains striking in its own quiet way.
Where are we going?
It's a volcano here in Central Highlands in Vietnam, near Pleiku, the city of Pleiku.
It's called Chư Đăng Ya volcano.
It's a nice dirt road here, next to banana trees and coffee plantations. That's part of the video.
That is part of the video.
I should have been the cameraman.
There's loose rocks everywhere.
That is why you need to be careful. Is that gonna be cut out or not? That's the question.
I think you should be the cameraman.
Alright, come here.
Here.
Okay. Central Highlands. Beautiful banana trees. And we are climbing up. It's interesting to see volcanic formations here in Vietnam. Not the most volcanically active area.
It's quite steep. And the sand here is so loose.
It is. Wow. Fireflies everywhere.
It's so beautiful.
I guess this used to be corn here.
You wanna go first?
Look at that.
You wanna go first?
Nope. Okay, I'll go first.
Go first.
Loose. Everything is loose. The dirt and the rocks, so it's pretty slippery. I don't know why, but everything is just more beautiful when you look at it from the heights. There's even a staircase here. Thank you, whoever built it. It's exactly what we need right now. I think we're almost there. Ooh, here you have a bunch of bananas. I don't know if any of them are edible. Let's try. Ooh. In fact, they are. Let me peel one. That's exactly what I needed. Some nutrition. It's good. These small finger bananas are just the best. Banana.
Did you break them?
I did not.
It was here
They were
already.
just waiting for us.
Wow. Interesting.
You want another one? And then we can continue. Delicious. I think this should be the last set of stairs. Hopefully. That's it. Please let it be it. That's it. Wow. That was a climb. Whoever plants these banana trees here is a legend. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. There we go. Not too bad of a view over there either. It wasn't the highest or most dramatic peak, but standing there in the setting sun, on top of a volcano in Vietnam of all places, was a moment worth remembering. Right next to the volcano lies a small village of a local ethnic minority, mostly the Jarai people. Like many communities in the Central Highlands, they are largely Christian, having converted during the French colonial rule. On the edge of the village, we visited a striking symbol of their faith, the Hpao Old Church.
We are at a church. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of it.
Hpao Church. It's very remote corner here. I guess the closest city is Pleiku. And the weird thing is, this old church, or whatever is left, was built back in the day by the French. And now you have these minorities. These are not even ethnic Vietnamese people who are Christians. So it's truly unique. Built in 1909, the church was heavily damaged during the Vietnam War. Its current state, bombed, shot at, and left in ruins, is a stark reminder that even remote communities were not spared. As we walked around the structure, it became evident that what was left was a single standing wall, pierced with more bullet holes than we could count. At the entrance of the church, we met a local woman who told us that even after the war, people continued to return here to pray, believing the site to be sacred and healing.
Cha Pháp
Dạ,
xây
cha
dựng
Pháp
này
xây.
thứ sáu nó lên ở đây.
Thứ sáu là
Một tuần một lần.
Một tuần một lần.
Là người ta có đức tin là người ta đau ốm gì bị ung thư gì nữa, người ta đi cầu nguyện ở đây.
Dạ.
Khỏi bệnh nhiều.
Thế ạ. Dạ.
From the church, we continued on to the city of Pleiku, where we spent the night. What lay ahead was the second part of our Central Highlands journey, including Vietnam's most beautiful lake, ever-changing landscapes, and a confronting meal involving cat meat. If you want, you can show how the cat is spoiling also. But that's a story for the next episode. Life is good.